Hello, my beautiful YouTube friends. Welcome to my channel, Letty here with Living Life with Letty. In today's video, I am going to do a video on all the supplements and vitamins and all the stuff that I do to manage my arthritis pain. I've had several people ask me in the comments, what do I take? And so that's why I wanted to do this video to show everyone what I take. And of course, I have to do a disclaimer before we even start. None of the products that I am going to show you, I am endorsing nothing. I am not a doctor. I am not a dietitian, or all I am is just somebody that wants to show you what I have done to improve my health and to manage my rheumatoid arthritis and to manage the chronic pain. There are over 350 million people in the world suffering from some sort of arthritis. And because there's like 100 different types of arthritises. I got this information from the Arthritis Foundation. And who is the Arthritis Foundation? Well, it's an organization, a non-profit organization that is supposed to be for preventing, controlling, and curing arthritis. Don't you wonder then, what are they doing? Because 350 million people is an awful lot of people, and I believe 2.1 million or something like that just here in the United States suffer from rheumatoid arthritis. So I wonder what the Arthritis Foundation is doing, because it looks to me like they're not controlling, they're not curing, they're not preventing, or the numbers wouldn't be so big. Well, you know, I would like to have an answer to that, but I would like a lot of other things too. So anyway, like I said, I am not advising anyone at all to try any of these things. If you want to try them, do your research first. Make sure that they don't conflict with any medications that you're already taking. And, you know, just do your research before you take anything, because I've done my research before I took any of these things. So I'm going to get started. The first one that I take is a daily probiotic. This one I get at Whole Foods. It's cheap. It's not good. I mean, it's not, I don't know if it's good or not. I hope it's good, but it's not like, you know, $100 one or anything like that. Supposedly it has 5 billion units of good bacteria and 4 different strains. So this is what I take because this is what I can afford. The next thing that I take is flaxseed oil. And I get this one from Medicare, from my Medicare insurance. It's free, so that's why I take it, and I take 2 every day. It has omega-3, and it is a wonderful anti-inflammatory. The next one that I take is the black seed oil. This one I buy at my regular grocery store here in Texas. It's called HEB. They're everywhere. But you could probably find this one, other brands, better brands. This one is about 20, a little bit, I think $21.99 or something like that. I paid for it. It is organic. It is non-GMO. And it's 500 milligrams, and the suggested dose is 3 a day, and it comes 90 pills, so it lasts me about a month. So, you know, for 20 bucks, but it is wonderful for me. It works for me. It is a wonderful, wonderful, powerful anti-inflammatory. And when I don't take this, I can feel it. When I take it, it helps me a lot with my joint pain. It doesn't go away 100%, but it does help me. It's like taking ibuprofen, but without the harsh side effects of ibuprofen. The next one that I take, of course, is a vitamin B complex. This one I think I got at the grocery store at Walmart. It's not expensive. It's, you know, affordable for me. I don't remember exactly how much it is. They're lozenges and you suck on them, but it's a vitamin B complex, and it gives you energy. The next thing I take is turmeric. And does this one have This one has ginger powder, but I don't think it has the black pepper, because supposedly it doesn't really work that well if it doesn't have the black pepper. But this one again is very affordable. It's like $7, $7.99 for a good month's supply, and or more than a month's supply, because I only take 2 a day and there's 90. And it's a great anti-inflammatory, and especially because it has the ginger. So I take this too, but I also make ginger tea with a chunk of ginger. I don't have any right now, but I usually buy like a chunk of ginger, which is, you know, cheap, like $1, and it'll make, I don't know how many cups of tea. And what I do is I take it, I cut it up in little pieces, I simmer it for about 10 minutes, and then I just let it steep for a while, and I put a little honey, and it is wonderful, and it is an excellent anti-inflammatory. The next thing I take is my potassium. This is also from Walmart. Nothing that I have is expensive because I can't afford it. And I know that some people are going to say, oh, that's no good, whatever. Well, you know, if I wait around to be able to buy the good stuff, then I'll never take anything. So I figure half as good is better than nothing at all. So, and I do take potassium because I'm very potassium deficient, even though I eat a lot of bananas. You can see I have bananas in the background. I try to eat at least 1 to 2 bananas every day. But for some reason, I don't know if it's the medication that I take for the arthritis that robs my potassium, but it seems like if I don't take potassium, I end up getting leg cramps like Charlie horses, and they're no fun. So I make sure that I take my potassium every single day. The next thing that I take are 3 combined, and I know that I could probably buy 1 pill with all 3 of them, but you know, I get some for free from Medicare, so that's why. This one in the blue little thing is really not, this is my calcium pills, but I put in here because it comes in a big, huge bottle. So I just use this little bottle, and I know that this is my calcium pills. But together with my calcium pills, of course, I have to take vitamin D3. And this vitamin D3 I get from Medicare for free. So I don't know how good this brand is. I'm sure it's okay. I don't know, but this is what I take because I get it for free. And then together with that, of course, magnesium, because calcium really doesn't absorb unless you put magnesium with it. So I always take my magnesium, my calcium, and my D3 all together to make sure that I do get some absorption. I've had people tell me, oh, taking calcium is a waste of time. It doesn't absorb, whatever. Well, you know, I don't know, but I'm sure going to give it a try, and I don't have the money to buy the real expensive stuff. So I just buy what I can afford, or I get what I can get for free from Medicare, and that's what I take. The next thing that I take, of course, is a multivitamin. Again, this is a generic kind, I believe, from Walmart, and it's just it's for women over 50, and there's 100 tablets in here, so it lasts quite a long time. They're big pills, and it's just a multi-daily vitamin that I take to ensure that at least I'm getting something. And I know a lot of people will say, well, yeah, they just, you know, it's a waste of time taking these vitamins because they don't really absorb in your system. But what I've heard from, I think it was a nurse that worked for a dietitian that told me that a lot of times you have to take your vitamins with some sort of food, unless it tells you not to. But the most of the vitamins you do have to take with food, so the stomach will have something to break the vitamins down with. If you take the vitamins on an empty stomach, then the stomach has nothing to chew on, and a lot of times we will just poop them out. So I think eating is very important when you take your vitamins, so at least your body will absorb some of it. It may not absorb 100% of it, but hey, something is better than nothing, in my opinion. Okay, so I have 2 more here that I don't take all the time, but I take it when I'm having a really bad flare or if I'm having a bad day. And one of them is called ashwagandha. Again, I got this at Walmart. Ashwagandha is a root from India, It is used in India to treat many, many things, including depression and anxiety, but also it's a great anti-inflammatory, and it helps with inflammation and pain. And when I went to my doctor, I have an Indian PCP doctor, she's from India, and when I told her that I took ashwagandha, she went, oh my goodness, my grandmother would make ashwagandha tea, and she would give ashwagandha to everyone for whatever ailed you, and it helped, she said. So that's good to know. The other thing that I do take for pain is white willow, and white willow is known as the aspirin of the Ayurvedic community, or of the herbal community. It is like a painkiller, and I do take it, and it does help. And I don't take it all the time. I don't take everything all the time so that my body doesn't get immune to it, because what happens is, at least for my body, when I take something repeatedly over and over and over, then my body either wants more or it just doesn't work. So I try to switch my things all the time, so that, you know, I'll take one thing for a month, and then I give that a break, and then I jump into the next thing. And my last two are my only prescription medications, and this is called xeljanz. It's very expensive. It's like, I don't know, $5,000 a month or something ridiculous like that. Luckily, my insurance, Medicare, pays for half, and the Pfizer pharmaceutical, I applied for the patient assistant program, and I qualified, so they pay, so I don't have to pay anything for this, so I'm very lucky. And I do take this. This is called a biologic, and it is supposed to slow down the progression of the disease. Whether it does or not, I don't know. I hope that it is slowing down the progression, along with all the other stuff that I'm taking. I think that, you know, the disease isn't going to have much of a chance to continue to advance. And then the very last thing, I call it the big guns. This is the big guns. But I only take this when I am dying of pain. I have to be in tears, and it is prednisone. And as you all know, prednisone long-term use is not a good idea. I don't recommend it, because earlier on in my disease, I was taking a lot of prednisone. The doctors never told me, and I didn't, you know, my fault. I should have researched it, but I did take a lot of prednisone, and as a result of taking so much prednisone for so many years, I have lost 2 hips and a shoulder, because my bones became so brittle that they would break at anything. Now I am on medication to get my bone density up, and I'm not taking prednisone. I only take it, like I said, I have to be in excruciating screaming, like a 10.5 on the scale of pain, in order for me to take a couple of prednisones, and I'll just take like 10 or 15 milligrams for a day or two until I can calm the inflammation down. And then the very last thing is a cream that I get from my doctor, and it is called diclofenac sodium topical gel. And it helps a lot when my knees are really, really sore. If I rub this on, it will, you know, alleviate the pain. It'll give me some relief for a little while. And that is about it, folks. That is what I take. In addition to that, which I don't have here, some mornings I will take either a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of baking soda with water to alkaline my body, because they say that if your body is alkaline, you won't have inflammation, and thus you won't have pain. And that's one way to alkaline your body. The other way to alkaline your body is with vinegar, the good vinegar, the one that has the mother in it. So that I do take that once in a while, but I prefer, taste-wise, I prefer the baking soda. So my friends, that is it. That's all I take. I hope this has helped you. If you have any questions on any of these things, please leave me a comment below. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. I want to thank everyone for watching my videos and for commenting and hitting like. I really, really appreciate it. And if you're new, I hope that you've enjoyed this. I have many more videos. I will be traveling. I will be on the road very soon. So hit subscribe and hit like and leave me a comment, and I will answer all your questions. as soon as I possibly can. So thank you, and may the sun shine on you today and every day, especially on your solar panels. Thank you. Bye-bye.